right now.
All right, Brigida, now on bounce. Now is the time parents are prepping to send their kids off to college, and sometimes the worry sets in. Some kids can really struggle while living away from home, but we have someone here to offer some advice. I want to welcome Todd Lead, Provost and Dean of Faculty at Lees-McRae College in Banner Elk, North Carolina. Thanks for being here. Gorgeous college, by the way.
It's beautiful. One of the most beautiful I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Well, good to have you with us. Now, a few of your suggestions. We want to take a look at these. The first suggestion you have is make connections on day one, correct?
Sure. One of the things that I think most students who are new to college forget is that there are a lot of other students that are new to college. So the best thing you can do is introduce yourself to everybody in your classes, your roommates in the residence hall, the dining halls, because everybody else is kind of a fish out of water just like you, and this is a great way to make connections. Those are the people that are going to get you through college and maybe be friends for the rest of your life.
You know, it's tough, though. Sometimes you got people that are more shy than others, and they have a hard time doing that, reaching out to somebody. Are there any classes, like the people that you can get together to meet people at your college as well?
Well, we do have classes. I mean, mostly what happens is faculty members ask students to introduce themselves sort of in class. And if you're a shy person, maybe keep a special eye out for somebody who sounds also a little introverted.
Right.
And maybe also pay attention to clubs and organizations that suit your interests, because you tend to be a little more open with those kinds of people who share those interests immediately.
So
rather
there
than
are other ways to make connections.
Exactly.
All right. Next, you say that focus on syllabus success. Why is that important?
Well, because every class you have is going to have readings and tests and exams and papers. And if you look at each class separately instead of combining them, chances are you're going to come up on a few weeks where you have more than one thing due.
Right.
And so if you at the very beginning of the semester take all of your syllabi together and make a master calendar, you could look ahead and see when you're going to have multiple tests or papers due, and you can plan, budget time accordingly. You can seek help, talk to your professors, make sure that you don't get caught behind, because that can really set you back.
I would think, and knowing how I did in college, I did okay. I struggled sometimes with meeting deadlines. Organization is one of the most important things for students. If they have organization, they can really stay ahead, right?
It's not a skill of mine, but I'm happy to advise other people.
All right. Well, be financially smart.
Sure. Well, college, it can be a scary time for students. They're on their own, and it's easy to overspend, for example. You want to go out to eat or go to the movies. So I say make sure you take advantage of all the discounts that a lot of towns offer to college students, but also make sure you're taking advantage of what's available already in your college itself. The meal plans, sometimes they have movies and concerts and other activities that you've already paid for, so make sure you're doing those first before you start spending more money.
Okay. This next one, I was a little, it kind of caught me off guard. I didn't really think about it. Take a walk?
So simple. I say get a campus map and walk from your dorm room to your first class, to your second class, to the dining hall, so you get a sense of just how far things are, how long it's going to take you to get there.
Right.
Plus, it'll give you a nice lay of the land. And again, if you go to a beautiful college like Lees-McRae, it's worth just taking a walk in general. But this way, you don't feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere, unfamiliar territory.
All right. And then finally, number 5 is stay in touch.
A lot of people sent you to college, so make sure you keep in touch with them. It's easy to get overwhelmed with all the great stuff happening. So let them know how you're doing and make sure that you stay connected.
And we've mentioned already Lees-McRae, Banner Elk, one of the prettiest places you can go. Tell me a little bit about Lees-McRae College and the vision for the school year.
Well, we are focused on taking advantage of the natural environment, so we have a lot of activities. We have a new major that's going to be coming online in the spring that actually focuses on outdoor recreation. We feel that's why students come. We have a lot of students participate in athletics, and we've had a lot of success in that in the last few years. So just making sure students get more involved, school spirit. There's been a lot of refurbishment of all the buildings on campus. It's a historic campus, 116 years old, so got to keep it in shape and make sure it's beautiful for the next generation.
All right, we thank you so much for being here. For more information on Lees-McRae College in Banner Elk, North Carolina, log on to WBTV.com, look in the web extra section under the home tab. Wish you the best of luck in the upcoming school year.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for being here. Brigida?